Hello, my name is Faisal Khan. I have a question that was given to me by a colleague, and we were having a call, and he asked, what's PayPal's killer network alternative? What is a network that would rival PayPal? The answer right now today is zero, no one. But let's fast forward. So he says, let's look at the possibility. Do you think it could be Alipay? I said, He says, you think it could be WeChat Pay? I said, nope. He says, Paytm? Nope. M-Pesa? No. Venmo? No. Braintree? No, etc. So who is going to be PayPal's killer network? Well, a lot of people said, oh, it's going to be Ripple. It's going to be one of those cryptocurrencies, etc. Well, I don't agree on Ripple. I've done a video on it. You can look at it. It'll certainly be a very important player, but I personally don't believe it's going to be Ripple. I think PayPal's killer network alternative is going to come from one of the cryptocurrency exchanges. I think the likes of, let's say, Coinbase, Kraken, Itbit, Bitflyer, Binance, Huobi, Luno, all those guys. I think those are the exchanges that are poised to take the alternative space of payments and build a rail that is going to rival many networks. Why do I believe that? Well, first of all, these exchanges are slowly and surely expanding their footprint, not just from a regulatory point of view, but also from the on-rail and off-rail point of view. That means they're extending their tentacles in a positive manner, going into every country, tying up with the local hyper-local payment systems, being able to enable their users to make payments locally, have collection and disbursement accounts in those territories so that they can fund the main account in the exchange. And because they have multiple geographic areas that they're working on, they're running their own books. So they may have an exchange in the United States, one exchange in Canada, one exchange in EU, etc. Whilst on the exchange level, you see everything consolidated, but the books are separate because the balances are being loaded elsewhere. So if a balance is loaded in the United States and you want to transfer the balance into Europe, well, guess they can do it because they control both the books. So I think once these things are going to be there, and these networks are slowly coming up from the depths of the ocean on the way to the surface, trust me, they're on the way. If you look at, Brett Garlinghouse, if you look at the others, David Schwartz and Ripple, they kept saying, banks are slow, but we feel that PSPs and MSBs and money transfer operators and PayFacs are going to be very fast to adopt Ripple, etc. Well, guess what? The PSPs, the MTOs, the MSOs, the PayFacs, etc. are even more nimble and faster in adopting cryptocurrency rails for purposes of online and offline transactions and on-ramp and off-ramp. And why do you say, well, where do you think these exchanges are going when they want on-ramps and off-ramps? They're going to the MSPs, they're going to the MTOs, they're going to the PSPs. So they have already basically established a relationship with them. The rails are there, the tracks are there, the associations are there, the contracts are there, the legals are there. All they now are running is basic funding of account. What do you think comes next? Well, they're extending their APIs, they're extending their eKYC APIs, they're extending their compliance APIs, they're extending their regulatory APIs. And now soon, as a fintech person, as someone who can code on a computer, I could probably go to a Huobi or a Binance or a Kraken or whatever it is, exchange, use their API and build a complete payment system around it, because the exchange provides me with all the necessary tools, not just for programming, but for compliance and regulatory processing, banking, access, etc., all within the API. And I feel they are going to now see a huge developer base coming out who are going to make widgets for the likes of, let's say, WooCommerce or Magento plugins and Shopify plugins, and widgets that you can put on your WordPress so that you can accept payments and give out payments. And the layers are going to start coming in. So right now, maybe we are in layer version 2, where the crypto layer, and we sort of have a good, a starting decent layer for the UI to look at crypto and fiat. Then we're going to have a fiat layer, etc. Because face it, 99.9% of the world works with fiat. So I think the fiat layer is going to come on these apps. It's going to be totally native to you. You won't even know what's happening underneath the rails. And if you want to operate on those rails, you can. So you'll be very easily be able to do P2P transactions. You'll be able to do B2C transactions. You'll be able to do B2B transactions. And because of the atomic structure and the coins that they're using, and most of them have their own coins, etc., the settlements amongst themselves can be very quick. You will have settlement accounts with them. You will probably use their tokens as bridge currencies. So I think PayPal, if there's ever going to be a threat coming from them, and PayPal is a huge company, have no doubt about that. I'm very cognizant about that they're not going to be sitting idle either. But I feel these exchanges are going down the regulatory route. They are connecting with the right people. They are doing what is necessary to make it happen. And I feel they are going to win in the long term. Anyways, this is what I have. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. And if you have a business inquiry, there's a contact form in the description below. Do let me know. I'm happy to have a healthy discussion with you. Till next time, this is Faisal Khan signing off.